this means. Because today we're shifting our focus to the essential role of preparation. The theme of by failing to prepare, you're preparing to fail underscores the significance of planning and preparation in our journey towards a better health. I encourage you to unveil your meal prep style tonight and embrace the essence of planning before taking action, before you're actually prepping. Figure out the best way to do it and figure out the best way to get it done. And that's what we're going to be discovering tonight. Our key verse from Proverbs 24:27 offers valuable guidance for you. It says to put your outdoor work in order to get your fields ready. But then after that, build your house. It says to first plant your fields, then build your barn. This verse reminds us that preparation is foundational to success. Just as a farmer prepares the field before building the house, we must establish a strong foundation before expecting fruitful results. Here is why this is important. I'm going to break it down. 4 different reasons. Number 1, prioritizing and preparation. You see, when you're planting your fields first, it means putting in the necessary work up front. It signifies preparation, effort, and investment. You're investing in laying the groundwork for success. It means setting smart goals. It means planning. It means preparing your meals. It means understanding your meal plan and creating a solid foundation for healthier eating habits for the following week. You can't do that and expect you can't not do that and expect significant results, right? Number 2, sequential order. The Proverbs emphasizes the sequential order of tasks. You wouldn't build a barn to store your harvest if you haven't even harvested anything, right? You wouldn't build a barn to store your harvest if you haven't even cultivated crops. Similarly, in the context of our health and our wellness and the sugar detox, it is crucial for us to focus on dietary and lifestyle changes, which is planting the fields before expecting physical or health improvements, building our barn, right? So in this context, meal prep is the equivalent to planting the field. Sisters, we're out here planting our fields, right? And we want to see the results of planting our fields, which is a barn being built. And we're talking about our bodies. We're talking about a temple. We want a solid, healthy barn. We're out here doing it. Number 3, long-term sustainability. Establishing a solid foundation of planning and understanding how this really works in your life, like planning your meals and scheduling the right day and thinking about what's the best time for me to do this. Girl, this actually ensures long-term sustainability. This gives you a system that you can use over and over and over again. Just like crops need time to grow, though, and crops need time to produce harvests, achieving health and wellness goals takes time as well. So that's why it's so important for us to establish a strong foundation so that as that time is passing by, we will eventually reap what we are sowing. It's all about setting the stage for continuous and positive changes. And finally, number 4, resource management. Okay, in farming, resources like seeds, like labor, like time are all allocated to planting the field first. So you're going to get your seeds, you're going to take time, you're going to get the people out there doing the work, right? You got to do that first. You need those resources. The principle applies in life too. So allocate your resources, the ones that you have, wisely. Invest them in the right areas. So if you have limited money, if you have limited time, if you have limited energy, you need to allocate your resources towards health and wellness wisely, prioritizing it, making sure that you're investing in the right areas of your life and prioritizing activities that will yield you the biggest and greatest benefits. Resource management. Manage your life, sis. This proverb really should inspire you to focus on your initial preparation and planning, right? I want you to put more effort into that than to focusing on that scale. I want you to put more effort into making sure that your plan is solid. Because if you have a solid plan, when you go to execute, you're gonna get an A. Or if life is going to life, but if you have a solid plan, you can allow life to life, but your plan is sustaining you. But if you go into a week where life is lifing and you have not planned, are you going to fall apart, sis? Right? So tonight, as we unveil our meal prep style, our meal prep avatar, this is going to be such a fun class. Let us make our commitment to planning resonate in our beings very, very deeply. Allow this devotion to inspire you to be intentional, to give yourself the gift of preparation, and to recognize the power that planning can bring to your life. Prepare your fields, sisters, and you'll be ready to build a strong and healthy temple for the Lord. Let us recite today's Bible verse before we close out today. Proverbs 24:27, the Message translation reads, "First plant your fields, then build your barn." Now let us pray. Dear Heavenly Father, we acknowledge that preparation and planning are essential steps that we should not skip in our journey towards better health. As we unveil our new meal prep styles and avatars tonight, oh Lord, we commit our efforts to you, trusting that you will establish our plans. Amen. Help us embrace the power of intention and planning as we work toward our goals. Guide us in this journey, oh God, and may our commitment to preparation lead us to ultimate success. It is in your name. All the divas listening in say, Amen. Divas, as you begin the real work of preparing your meals, do so knowing that this is the only beginning of a lifelong journey. It's just the beginning. It gets greater later. You just have to dedicate yourself to making it to the later. Hey guys, thanks for listening to our Fit, Fine, and Fabulous 10-day sugar detox check-in today. If you've attended today's live your short diva assignment, make sure to post your challenge badge in the group. Let us know that you've completed your assignment. Then mark this lesson complete in our app. If you're not a part of this challenge but want to be, email us at vipdivasupport@fitfindfabulous.com. We can't wait to serve you, sis. Hey, divas. If you are ready to get started, type ready in the comments. I am so happy to see so many of you live with me tonight on a Sunday night. It is Meal Prep Sunday, and I certainly hope we got some meal preppers in the house. But if you are ready to get started, type ready in the comments. I like to call Sunday Soul Prep Sunday because I am prepping for my soul. I am prepping from my soul, and I just get so excited to share my Soul Prep Sunday with you guys. So hopefully, if you are a diamond diva, if you are a platinum diva, you have already started prepping your meals. You have already begun to add your meals to our Fit, Fine, and Fabulous app to show off your meal prep for the day. You should be so proud if you have already meal prepped, because that is half the freaking battle, is creating a plan and actually making the food. You are setting yourself up for the best success by planning your meals ahead of time. So hopefully you got that done. I see so many of us already. Cynthia Meeks and Tammy and Cassandra, Linda, Cheryl, Lawanda, Valerie, Christine, honey, I see all of you. I am so blessed that you guys are here with us. Make sure that you tag your partner. Make sure that you like this video so that Facebook will allow us to see other ladies in the groups. So like this video, sister, tag your partner, sister. Let me know where you are signing in from real quick in the comments. Let me know if you were checking in from the West Coast, the East Coast, the South, the Midwest. Share your city and state so that we can represent on tonight right before we get started. Make sure again that you like this video. If you are watching this and this is a replay, do a hashtag replay, sisters, because I love to see that you are coming in after the fact and still getting it in even after the class is over. So make sure if you are watching this, do a hashtag replay. I still expect you for sure to engage. Now listen, we only got 4 likes on this video. For real? We got way more than 4 sisters on this live. Go ahead and click like. I'm gonna ask one more time gently. Click like. It is free to click like. Are we not trying to encourage other ladies to participate? Are we selfish in our ways and just trying to do it for us? No, ma'am. No, sirs. Go ahead and click like on that video and get that number up there as high as it can go. And I see we have some DCs in the house. That East Coast, stay up in here. Chicago's in the house. Washington State. Okay, West Coast. Washington State is in the house. Got a little West Coast up in here. Maryland is in the house. South Carolina is in the house. Hey, Thomasina. And we also have Round Rock, Texas. We also have New Jersey. I love seeing it. Thank you guys for liking the video. I'm so grateful. We have Etowah. Oh, am I saying that right? I love it. Etowah, Alabama in the house. So sisters, listen, if you are new and this is your first time joining us, please in the comments type new so that we can see you, so that we know who you are, so that we can love on you and say, hi girl, hi. So if you are a new sister, go ahead and type new, because we have Lithia. Am I saying that right? Lithia Springs, Georgia is in the house. So again, if you are new, type new in the comments. And here's what I want you to do. I want you to click the link at the top of this video. I'm also scrolling it at the bottom of the video. It's streamyard.com/Facebook. Because listen, hi, new person. When you type new, I can't see your name, right? It just says Facebook user. I want to be able to know your name so I could check you out, so I could shout you out. So please be sure to go to streamyard.com/Facebook so that I can see your name. Georgia is in the house, Christine. Yes, Jacksonville, Florida is representing, as is Topeka, Kansas. Don't sleep on Topeka. Okay, Topeka, stay in the house. Topeka been in the house for a year. Okay, so we are ready to get started because Toledo, Ohio is representing, as is East. Zelda says she from the East Coast. She representing all up and down the whole East Coast. Okay, Honey is representing Houston, Texas. Love that. Thank y'all so much for letting me know where you are checking in, and y'all help me welcome our first time diva. Hey girl, hey, welcome. We are so glad that you are here. Sharon says she's from Muscle Shoals, Alabama. I hope I'm saying that right. Muscle Shoals, Alabama. Never heard of that place, but I am so happy to hear about it today because my girl Sharon is from Muscle Shoals, Alabama. Thank you for checking in, sis. So glad that you are here with us. Y'all help me welcome our new divas to the house. Now, if you are new to us, make sure that you are clicking that link, streamyard.com/Facebook, so that we can see your name. It's just time for us to get started, sisters. Welcome to day 5. Day 5 is our final free day. Starting tomorrow, we will be live on Zoom. Somebody type Zoom in the comments, ZOOM. Somebody type Zoom in the comments. So if you have joined the challenge and you received your book or your book is on the way, you will receive a Zoom link. You should have already received your Zoom link and your Zoom background. We will be resending it to you, and we want to see you in the Zoom room so that you can unmute and so that you can share how you're feeling, so that we can help you more closely, hold you more accountable. Because listen, we will be looking for you in the Zoom room, boo. So hopefully you guys are participating at a diamond or a platinum level and will be joining us in the Zoom room, because today is our last day on Facebook. But if you want to continue on with us, You can. You absolutely can. Now, it's probably too late to join this challenge, okay? So, what I would propose that if you want to continue on, but the challenge is halfway over now, and you're like, oh, I kind of missed it, go ahead and type the word continue in the comments, and we will be dropping a link for you later on, and I will give you a link to a masterclass that I'm going to do where I'm going to share what we will be doing in November and dedicated December. So if you want to go ahead and continue on, just type continue in the comments and we will give you that link so that you can learn what it is we will be doing through November and dedicated December. Sharon Connor says, how long will the previous presentations be available on Facebook? That is such a great question. They are actually coming down on tomorrow after midnight. So tonight they're going to be up all the way through tomorrow. So they've been live for 5 days so far, and they will be live for a total of 6 days. So tomorrow at midnight, they will be coming down. Sharon, thank you for the question. Thank you so much. So if you guys are like, well, what am I going to do after these 5 days? What am I going to do after these 10 days? I want to continue. I want to press forward. I want to stay rocking with the divas. Go ahead and type continue in the comments and we'll be sure to drop that link to you so that you know what our next steps are after the 10 days. And even if you are a free diva, we will still invite you to our masterclass where we are sharing what we are doing. So make sure that you are typing continue in the comments should you want to continue. Now, for our new ladies, my name is Nicole. Coach Twyman. I am a fitness coach, author, motivator, encourager, and I'm the owner and founder of Fit, Fine, and Fabulous. And I've been hosting these challenges for a long time, for more than a decade. So it is my goal to help you transform like I have helped thousands of other women transform over the more than a decade that I've been doing this, sis. Over the more than a decade that I've been doing this. Like Michelle Emery, she snatched the girl. Do you see what Michelle did? Wow. Wow. She really snatched her waist all the way up. And she kept going after this picture as well. So make sure in the comments, if you're trying to be like Michelle, go ahead and type Michelle in the comments. But don't forget, if you are trying to continue on past 10 days, past the free 5 days, make sure that you are typing continue in the comments as well, because we want to be able to drop that link to the right people who are interested in continuing on after the 10 days. Make sure you type continue. But for those of you who are like, I'm trying to be like Michelle, go ahead and type Michelle, because I know a lot of us trying to be like Michelle, friend, because Michelle's out here killing it. And every Saturday, which was yesterday, we have a membership, sisters. We have a membership, and every Saturday, we report our stats. We report our stats. And on Mondays, we celebrate every Monday of the year. Yeah, unless it's a holiday or something like that, we are celebrating our wins, whether it's on the scale, whether it's how we feel, and then we are encouraging people who are not really feeling their results. So we do that every Monday. This Monday, we're not doing it because we are a part of this particular program, sister. So we won't be having our membership live, but we will be on Zoom doing our day 6 of the 10-day sugar detox challenge called Break Up with Sugar Girl. We will be doing that on tomorrow at our normal party time. But here's what we're going to do today. I saw so many of our sisters in our membership posted their stats. My admin took a few of them. I don't know how many she took, but she took a few of them and she put it in this presentation. And I am going to share some of their wins with all of you. I see all the continues. Thank y'all so much for writing the continue, because we'll make sure that you get the link so that you know what's coming up next in November. Because November going to be full of no's. We saying no complaining. We're saying no sugar. We're saying no whining, no broke friends, no bad friends, no new friends. No white bread. We saying no in November to a lot of things, and I want to share with you exactly how that program works. So make sure that you join us and type the word continue if you are interested in joining us in November, because we're saying no. All right, so let us celebrate some of these wonderful divas who have been so diligent, like my girl Rolanda. Rolanda has a teammate. Her teammate is Phyllis Jackson. These ladies are a part of our membership. And Rolanda lost this past week. Y'all help me celebrate my sister, Rolanda. She lost 2 pounds and she lost an inch, right? In total, Rolanda has lost 10 pounds. She's already lost 10 pounds. But get this, she's lost 28 inches. 28 inches. Y'all do me a favor in the comments. Y'all tag Rolanda and tell her congratulations, or at least give like the party emoji or something. Let her know she's doing a fabulous job. Her NSV was remaining focused and consistent this week and being able to release weight. She's been releasing weight for past several weeks now. So keep it going. Rolanda, we are proud of you. We celebrate you. And baby, we are losing those pounds 1 pound, 1 inch at a time. This is what real weight loss look like, because as you lose 1 pound, 2 pounds, them things add up. She's up to 10 pounds and 28 inches. That's a whole nother body. She in a whole nother body. Congratulations, Rolanda. We are proud of you. I also want to celebrate my girl Louise. Louise lost 1 pound last week. She lost a half an inch last week. Her body fat percentage went down 0.2% last week, and she feels so good about her results. So far, overall, she's lost, get this, y'all, Louise has lost 20.2 pounds. Y'all better help me celebrate Louise. She's lost 20.2 pounds, 18.5 inches, and a total of 4.6% body fat. She is dropping body fat. Almost 5% of her body fat is gone. Her favorite non-scale victory is getting back on track when she has an off day. That's right. We get right back on track. So we want to celebrate Diva Louise for losing 20. She hit that 20-pound mark. We are so proud of you, Louise. We see your dedication. I see your dedication. I see your pictures. I see your food pictures, your face pictures. I just celebrate you. I'm so proud of you. You better go. You better go, Louise. You better keep it up. 20 pounds, 18 inches. Might I remind you, this is what we do every Monday. Every Monday, we celebrate each other's wins. Next up, Miss Phyllis Jackson. Phyllis lost 1.4 pounds, 1 inch. Her body fat percentage went down 0.3. She has lost a total of 33 pounds, 33 pounds and 32 inches. Her favorite non-scale victory is ordering jeans online and then having to exchange those jeans for a smaller size. Did I tell y'all that Miss Phyllis is over 65 years old? Did I tell y'all Miss Phyllis has lost 33 pounds and 32 inches just doing the exact same things we are doing during this challenge? Did I tell you that? Y'all help me celebrate Miss Phyllis Jackson. She's in the house and blowing up the challenge. Okay, congratulations, Phyllis, for staying dedicated. Sisters, this is what you have to look forward to. We use 1 pound, 2 pounds at a time, and those things with consistency and dedication and sisterhood and accountability, they add up. They add up. So listen, this is what it looks like. This is what it looks like. Hey, y'all. Hey, I also want to congratulate Carol Mayberry. Kara Mayberry posted her stats. She has lost 1.2 pounds and a 3/4 of an inch. She says she feels okay about her results. She has lost 19.6 pounds. She is 0.4 away from 20 pounds. Wow. 19.6 pounds, 28.5 inches. Her favorite non-scale victory is she has walked a mile every day in the month of October. Carol has walked a mile every day in the month of October, and we only have 3 days left. So I think she's gonna make it. I think she's gonna make a full month of walking a mile. I love it. Absolutely love it. She's only 0.4 pounds away from 20 pounds. I think this is her week to hit 20 pounds. Y'all help me in the comments, celebrate Carol, and tell Carol she can make it to 20. Y'all tell Carol she can make it all the way to 20, because I believe she can make it to 20 pounds. I certainly believe she can make it to 30 inches. Might I add that Miss Carol has multiple sclerosis. She is doing this with multiple sclerosis. Wow. And what's your excuse, sis? What is your excuse for not getting it in? Oh no. Oh no. We have no excuse. We still press on. No matter what life has thrown our way, we are pressing on. No matter what life is giving us, we are pressing on. No matter what we feel is on the inside, on the outside, guess what? The plan remains the same. We are pressing on. You better go, Miss Carol. You're going to get them 20 pounds. We are here. When you do next week, when you show up and you say you 20 pounds down, we're going to be celebrating all up and through the floors. Debbie Ross has gained, she gained a little bit. She gained 0.6 pounds and she lost an inch. And so far, she's lost 4 pounds. And she's also lost 8.25 inches. Her NSV is, although my numbers are up and down, my clothes fit better. Can we help celebrate Miss Debbie? Because it ain't always about the glorious big numbers. We want to celebrate Debbie because Debbie, her clothes are fitting better. Debbie is feeling better. Debbie is showing up. Debbie is working the program. We want to say congratulations to Miss Debbie for her consistency of showing up. Even when things look bleak, you show right back up. That is what this is about. It's not about being perfect and then staying perfect. It's about being knocked down, but I'm getting right back up. I don't care what the scales say. I don't care how I feel. I don't care what's going on. I'm getting right back up. So if y'all better help me celebrate my friend, Debbie Ross. Debbie Ross. How about my girl, Michelle Williams? Lost just last week. She lost 1.4 pounds, but she gained 0.25 inches. And I want you to know she still feel good about that. Because it's not all about lose, even though she did lose 1.4 pounds. So far, she's lost overall 17.4 pounds, 15 inches, and 2% of her body fat. Her favorite non-scale victory is staying the course and understanding I'm on a healthy life. Girl, you better, that'll preach. She says she's on a healthy life journey, not a weight loss journey. Somebody say amen for Miss Michelle and say we on a healthy life journey. In the comments, if you will, type healthy life. If you are in this for life and you're not just trying to lose weight, if you are in this for life, but you're trying to get this whole life journey, Michelle Williams, we thank you. We thank you for that word, because that's a whole word. She says she's on a healthy life journey, not a weight loss journey. Y'all help me celebrate Miss Michelle Williams for her loss, 17.4 pounds, 15 inches, happy and healthy life. Okay, Miss Michelle, we with you. We with you on that. So awesome. Oh, but we're not done. We're not done. My girl Tammy Farr Smith, our lifer, has lost 1.5 pounds and an inch. Her fat went down. All that. She feels so good. And overall, she's lost 14.5 pounds, 9.5 inches. But her favorite non-scale victory is being consistent, working on her booty. Because we've been working on our booties all October long, boo. And she has been definitely consistent. Can we celebrate my girl, Tammy Farr Smith, for losing almost 15 pounds and 10 inches? We are so proud of you. Miss Tammy, you better work. You better keep it going. You better work. All right, how about we are celebrating Miss Varel Green? Varel gained a whole 1.1 pounds. She gained a whole 3 inches. And guess what? I personally feel good about her results, because it's not about what happens week to week. It's about your trajectory. It's about what have you been doing in your body of work. We're all going to have off weeks, are we not? Are we not? In the comments, can you type off week if you know that you're going to have an off week, that you can plan on having an off week? If you don't mind, in the comments, type off week, off, OFF week, because some of us are going to have an off week. Some of us are not going to do what we're supposed to do. Some of us are going to have life on us. We're going to have an off week. An off week. Varel had an off week, but guess what? I showed her pictures. I said, girl, because she wrote on here, she said, look what it says on the screen. She said, it makes me so angry with myself. And then I said, what? Who you angry with? She said, it made me so angry with myself. I said, don't be mean to her. Varel ain't do you nothing. Why you mad with yourself? Why you mad because you showing up? Why you mad because you won't quit? Why you mad because, baby, you done lost 27.6 pounds. Let me say that again. You mad because you lost 27.6 pounds, 14 inches. You mad about that? Don't be mad. Get glad. Don't be mad. Get glad. Sometimes we just have to be reminded from how far we've come. Like we said, we're going to be pressing forward and looking ahead and not behind. Last week, Varel, it's over. This is a new week. We're standing on an agreement that we're doing a new thing on this new week with this new challenge and these new divas. So we're not even worrying about last week. We had an off week. We know we're going to have off weeks because guess what? We are not perfect. So this is an example for anybody who is listening. If you end up in the scale does not show what you want it to show, babe, let it go. Let it go. Be ye reminded, like Michelle said, that we are on a lifestyle journey, not a weight loss journey. Get your minds right about that. Okay, sisters? Thank you, Varel, for being honest, because it's through your transparency that we can have testimony like this. Thank you, Varel, for posting your truth, because when you post what's real going on, then we can actually coach what's really going on. We can't coach who you pretend to be. If you are lying about your stats and if you are not honest about how you feel, we can't coach that. You're pretending. So your honesty and your transparency is transformative, and it's going to help you and it's going to help other people. So keep it up. So when we are posting our NSVs, we are posting our truth. We are posting our truth. So thank you so much for sharing. I'm not even done because last week, Petra also lost 1.4 pounds, 0.5 inches, and she's getting closer to 20 pounds. She has lost a total of 18.4 pounds, 10 inches. Her favorite non-scale victory is that her food first and consistency wins every time. Look at that. That's a fit, fine, and fabulous life right there. These are things that we practice in our membership. These are things that we underscore as a sisterhood. And we're going to continue to do that. That's how you get 20 pounds down. That's how you get 30 pounds down. That's how you get 60 pounds down. Y'all help me celebrate my girl, Petra Dyer White. So proud of Petra. Petra, you better work. You best to work. So thank y'all for allowing me to have a quick praise party. So next Saturday, when we are ending our challenge, we're going to have another praise party. And I expect to be celebrating some losses. I expect to be celebrating some non-scale victories. How many of you on the comments expect to be on the call next Saturday and we'll be celebrating some wins, whether it's wins on the scale, wins off the scale. If you expect to be celebrating a win, type win in the comments, because we are going to be on the call next Saturday and we're going to be celebrating our results. So this week is the week that you got to push. This week is the week that you got to follow up on what your SMART goals are. You got to be smart. You got to be smart about how you are achieving your goals this week, because we are a transparent group and we're going to come looking for you. We're going to come looking for your non-scale victories. We're going to come looking for how much you lost on the scale. We're going to come looking for did your meal prep. We're going to come looking for your friend. So you may as well go ahead and do what you need to do, because we are transparent and that transparency leads to accountability. You cannot lose weight without transparency. You got to be honest with yourself and then hold yourself accountable to someone else. That is how it happens for a lifetime. Look at all the winners who are going to be showing up next Saturday. I got Zelda in the house. I got Giselle in the house, Annie and Denise. Hello, Carol, Cynthia. All of them are anticipating celebrating wins. And we're not talking about just wins on the scale. We're also talking about non-scale victories. I'm proud of you guys. I'm proud of you guys. So remember, we have 5 winners who will be announced during this challenge on our sugar divorce party, which is happening on November 4th. Yes, we're having a sugar divorce party because we're breaking out with sugar and we are serving the papers today. We're serving papers. Who served papers? Who served papers to sugar today? If you served papers to sugar today, type meal prep. How do you serve papers to sugar? I prep my food, sis. If you prepped your food, that means you served papers. You breaking up with sugar. I don't got no time for you no more. I don't got no time to sit around eating cake with you. I don't got no time to sit around going to fast food with you. I don't got no time to sit around eating all this candy with you. I got no time for you. No, ma'am. No, sir. We are serving papers. If you serve papers, type meal prep in the comments because we serving papers. Because next Sunday, we showing up to the divorce party. The divorce is happening. The divorce is happening all this week. But we're going to have that divorce party on Saturday. So the papers are served today. Valerie served her papers. Cynthia served her papers. Carol served her papers. Giselle served her. Sharon served her. Tomsina, oh my God, everybody served. Y'all served them papers. I ain't see all them pictures in the app. Y'all better post them pictures in the app. Denise Blackman and Linda Johnson and Annie Gordon and Varel. Hello, Valerie. You served the papers. If you serve the papers, Diane Brooks, I want to see some pictures. I'm so proud of y'all. So proud of y'all. So the 5 divas, 5 winners will be announced at this divorce party. And here are the ladies. I had my admin to update this document to make sure that we had it accurate. So there are some of you who have posted a phrase of a night every night for 4 nights straight. I'm so proud of you. And I put the number 4 next to your name. For those of you, so that's what the numbers represent. How many times you've entered into the drawing for these prizes. Congratulations to every woman on this page. This is the number of times we received correct phrases. Some of y'all posted phrases and the phrases wasn't right. I'm sorry, y'all. Some of y'all. Okay. So if your name is not on here or your count is off, you probably didn't put in the right phrase. Okay, so that's what that means. Valerie Rivers Bethel says, I'm divorcing the sugar, but keeping the husband. Oh, yes, of course. We're not throwing out our husbands unless he deserves to be thrown out. All right. So you can't see it on the full screen, but the ladies whose names you can't see is Zelda Norfleet Johnson, 4, Varel Green, 2, Jackie Davis, 2, Katrina Brown, 4, Valerie Bethel, 2, Inga Ricks, 2. Those are the names you cannot see. Everyone else, I think you can see. Congratulations, ladies, for listening, staying till the end. You are up for a chance to win either the Fire Stick, the Massage Envy, the Meal Prep Containers, or an Athleta card. I'm giving away 5 prizes to 5 lucky ladies. And some of you who are new might be like, well, how you win? You attend every night. And at the end of every call, I give a phrase of the night. Then I send an email with the survey. Okay, but you got to be diamond. You got to have signed up for the challenge. You got to be diamond or platinum in order to qualify to win. So everybody on that page submitted the phrase of the night. They completed the survey and they are diamond or platinum. Diamond or platinum. So congratulations, ladies, on that. Let's keep it moving. I want to ask 2 things you learned last night. So go ahead and in the comments, if you can, share 2 things you learned last night or just one. But I'm going to move on from that slide because I want you to go ahead and type that and I can talk about these wonderful testimonies that were left last night. Thank you, Carol Mayberry, who said Coach Twy is great. My admin chose these testimonies. I didn't even see all of them. So Carolyn says, Coach Twy is great. She always shares so much knowledge with us, and I absolutely love the fact that she prays with us, for us, before and after the call. Hey, thank you, Carol. You're so welcome. I feel like such a blessing to be able to do this. So thank you. Katrina Brown, thank you so much for saying, love her compassion. She really wants everyone to be successful. Oh, this is so sweet. Katrina Brown says, I hear her heart. Oh my gosh. I'm so happy you could hear that. Thank you. Thank you so much. Zelda Norfleet Johnson says, tonight was amazing. Coach Twy is so knowledgeable and genuine about her concern for us to get to the victory. That's what I want, Z. That's exactly what I want. We're trying to get to that victory. Got to stay committed. All right. So I want us to review the verse of the day for day 1. I'm going to be reminding us of this every day. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Philippians 4:13. Let's keep that in our hearts. Day 2, we talked about commit to the Lord, whatever you do, and he will establish your plans. That is Proverbs 16:3. Day 3, we talked about 1 Corinthians 6:19 and 20. Do you not know that your bodies are temples of the Holy Spirit who is in you, whom you've received from God? You are not your own. You were bought at a price. Therefore, honor God with your bodies. I'm going to say honor God with what you put in your mouth. Okay. Yesterday's verse was Philippians 3:13 and 14. Brothers and sisters, I do not consider myself yet to have taken hold of it. But one thing I do, forgetting what is behind and straining toward what is ahead, I press on toward the goal to win the prize for which God has called me heavenward in Jesus Christ. Amen. Today is day 5, and today's verse is Proverbs 24:7. Put your outdoor work in order and get your fields ready. After that, build your house. Okay? There's a specific order to this thing. Put your outdoor work in order first, and then get your fields ready. After that, then you build your house. Right? Yesterday's assignment was recording our non-scale related stats. We completed pages 68 through 71. We talked about our current state of our health, like where we are right now. We are capturing who we are before we start the challenge. We start eating our foods on tomorrow. Somebody's typed tomorrow in the comments. We start eating the foods that we've prepped on tomorrow. So the challenge, the actual challenge of the food. Now, y'all may have been already nibbling. I hope you enjoyed it. But tomorrow is the real test. So your SMART goals that you set, will be executing those on tomorrow. Those reminders that you put on your phone, they'll be firing off on tomorrow. So on tomorrow, we are going to begin the process of eating these delicious foods that we are preparing for ourselves this week. Tomorrow. Right? So that was the assignment, to get we want to be able to get your before feelings in before we start eating the food. So we did that on yesterday. So when I asked 2 things you learned, Tammy said to close your kitchen after dinner and eat every 2 to 4 hours. 2 to 3. 4 hours is kind of long. 4 is the max. Okay. Varel says 15 ways not to be tied to that scale. Right. That was good. Cassandra said the scale is not here for you, boo. It sure is not. Zelda said the 15 reasons why you shouldn't rely on just the scale. Come on, Zelda, preach it. That's exactly how it was written. Giselle says, don't be chained to your scale. I love that interpretation, because that's exactly right. That's what we learned on yesterday. And on yesterday, I asked you, how do you feel about your body? Make sure you wrote that down before we start, because we start, like we said, on tomorrow. What is your energy level like? Write that down now, because it's going to be different. It's going to be different at the end of this week. It's going to be different at the end of the challenge. Write how you feel now, right? How's your sleep? Write it now. How's your water? Write it now. How's your vegetables? Write it now. How hopeful do you feel? Write it now. Track your body fat percentage. What is it? Track your blood pressure. What is it? What's your waist measurement? Put it down now, because it will be different when we come on Saturday. Track your sugar levels. If you do, what is it? That is everything we did on yesterday. I need you to take your before pictures. I need you to take your weight. I need you to take your measurements, and you can put that in the app. You can also track it in your own book, so that you have your own personal record of it forever. Right? So we want to make sure we get that done. Recording your progress isn't about perfection. Remember this. It's about progress. Your journey begins with a single step and continues with consistent effort. Today is day 5. Wow. Look at this. We are just about halfway through. Can you believe we are just about halfway through? Oh my gosh. The days go by fast. The hour go by as fast. So I'm just talking so fast because it goes by so fast. Okay. So we're on day 5. Next week, actually tomorrow, October 30th, we will be on Zoom. We will no longer be live in a Facebook. We will be on the Zoom, and you should have your Zoom links. On the 31st, I might show up as a character. It's Halloween. I might do a little decoration. Feel free if you want to come on with a wig or something funny because it's Halloween. I will be doing that on the 31st. Also on the 31st, that is when I plan on having the informational about our November challenge. November is the next day. So on the 31st, we will be having the November informational, and I will start that probably an hour before the class that night. So we may start at 4 o'clock. We may start at 4 o'clock on that day, on the 31st. We may have that informational about the November challenge at 4 o'clock, but you will be getting more information. Everyone who wrote continue, we will drop the link so that you can know the time, where to show up, and all the things. And it will be recorded. It will be recorded if you cannot make it live. So, and we will be sending emails. Also, remember, we got those 2 bonus days. Saturday is our sugar divorce party, and that is where I'll be announcing the phrase of the winner, the phrase of the day winners. Then we also have that Sunday self-care call. Heal from sugar so he can't hurt you again. We got to heal, sisters. Now let's get started today with the meal prep avatars. If you know what an avatar is, type yes in the comments. Already, do you know what an avatar, just in general, like avatars are a thing. Do you know what an avatar is? Go ahead and type yes or no in the comments. I can explain what it is if you don't. But I'm just curious to know how many of you know what an avatar is. So when I say meal prep avatar, do you have an idea of what I mean? Oh, okay, great. Great, great, great. So many of the sisters already kind of know what I'm talking about. So that's cool. When we say avatars, that's great. That's great. Yeah. Okay, great. So tonight we're going to be talking about meal prep avatars then. So I'm going to be let's see. Let me tell you, for those of you who have your books, we are on day 5, and on day 5 I am actually on page 88. 88. 88. I'm on page 88. By failing to prepare, you are preparing to fail. And I am on page 88. We're talking about what kind of meal prepper you are, what is your meal prep avatar, and your meal prep style. So let's get it going. Now, when I name these different avatars, I want you to think about yourself, and then I want you to write down who you think you are. Now, you may be multiple of them. You might be like, oh, I'm this one and I'm that one. Oh, I'm this. So write down who you believe you are today. Who you believe you are today. That's what I want to know. Who are you today? So first up, right? Just as every superhero has an alter ego, your meal prep identity, which is your avatar, reveals a lot about your current relationship with food prep. Like, how do you food prep? Are you the queen of meal prep who's always on top of her game? Or maybe perhaps you're the backsliding bae who occasionally strays from the meal prep path. Maybe you're the done it all diva, or maybe you're the Pinterest. We're going to identify who you are today. Who you are today. So first up, we have the backsliding bae. Now she knows how to meal prep, and she used to be consistent with meal prepping. Like, she used to do this, but she done fell off. The backsliding bae is the one who fell off, and she has not gotten back up. Now, who is the backsliding bae? If you are backsliding bae, go ahead and type BB in the comments. If you are the BB, type backsliding bae or BB in the comments. Who identifies as backsliding bae? Because it's so important for us to know. It's so important for us to know who we are so that we are able to adjust and move based on who we are, right? So if you are backsliding bae, type BB in the comments. I see Honey she used to be on top of her meal prep, but she fell off. It's all right, Honey. Giselle is BB. So we got 3. Okay, and Ann is BB. Okay, Jamie, Linda, Y'all are identifying as backsliding bays. You used to meal prep, but you done fell off. You done fell off, and it's okay. And so there's no judgment. There's no judgment. Then we have the Pinterest, right? She spends tons of time. She's all over Pinterest. She's all over Google. She all on YouTube. She all on TikTok, looking for ideas and wishing she could do it, but she just feels like she too busy. I'm too busy. I can't get it done. If you're the Pinterest, go ahead and type PP in the comments. PP in the comments. If you're like always saving the recipe, always asking for the link, but don't never make it. Don't ever do nothing with it. You feel too busy. Again, it is so important for us to identify where we are and understand who we are so that we could change it. So, sisters, I want you to be honest. How many Pinterestresses do we have on this call? You spending all that time looking for ideas, saving recipes, sharing recipes, but never cooking a thing because you like, I'm too busy. I'm too busy. Oh my God. If that's you, there's no judgment. We're just looking for you to help you identify where you are today so that you can move away from that. So you can be self-aware, right? That you a Pinterest. You just out here pimping these recipes and you ain't doing nothing with them, right? You think you're doing something because you're saving them, but you're not doing nothing because you ain't cooking them. So we got some Pinterestresses in the house, right? We got Denise Blackman, Eleonora, Zelda, Cheryl, Annie. Annie says she's PP, but PP more than BB. Okay, some of us may be multiple, and it's okay. Pinterest is a real thing. There are people out here with Pinterest pages that all they do is save recipes and don't eat none of them. If that's you, just be honest, because we need to know from whence we came. We need to know from whence we came. Next up is I've done it all and then some. So you'd enjoy all the programs, but you can't seem to follow nothing. You in the program, pay for money, got a coach, but you seem like you just get overwhelmed and don't follow through. So you done it all, right? You're supposed to have done it all and then some. At least that's how you feel. But the reality is you join the program and then you don't do nothing and you don't follow through. You feel overwhelmed. Do I have any done it all and then some? Done it all and then some. If you were done it all, type done it all. Done it all. I done sign up and I don't do nothing with the thing. right? If that's you, be honest. Facebook user, I don't know your name, sis. Make sure you go to StreamYard.com/Facebook so I could call you out and celebrate with you that you used to be a done it all, because we're going to help you change that. Teresa Ferriton is honest. Look at that. Cheryl is honest. Valerie is honest. Zelda is honest. Okay. We have some done it alls in the house. All right. Now we got this next one. Cassandra Blackman is a done it all. I love your honesty, ladies. All right. Next up, we have the drive-through or the DoorDasher. You feel like takeout and drive-throughs are the only fast option that'll work for you. Like, I know I need to eat healthy. I know I need to do the right thing, but I'm just so busy. I could only really go to DoorDash, or I could only really fast food. So that's what I do. I fast food. I go to the drive-through. Sometimes I call the restaurants and I make an order and I go pick it up. If you are a drive-through or DoorDasher, type DD in the comments. DD or drive-through. If you were done it all, type drive-through or type DD. Go ahead and share. Do we have any drive-throughs? Facebook user, I don't know your name, so I'm just going to put you up there. I think you're the only one who is a drive-through diva. And it's okay. You go to the drive-through, you call that DoorDash, you call that Uber Eats, you call the restaurants up directly, right? Varel says DD used to be me, but not anymore. Not anymore. That's great. That's great to hear. That is great to hear. All right, let's see what else we got, ladies. Let's see what else we got. The queen of meal prep. The queen of meal prep. Queen of meal prep. Queen of meal prep is an expert. She has a system in place, and the system is on autopilot. Like she writes her meal plan, she writes her grocery list, she goes to the grocery store, she knows how to wash her veggies, she knows how to store her food. She knows when she's eating her food. Some of her food is fresh and she cooks it fresh. Some of it she's eating, she's reheating it. Do we have any queens in the house? Do we have any queens of meal prep who has advanced all the way up to the queen of meal prep? Do we have any? If you are a queen, go ahead and type queen. I know we all queens, but if you are a queen of meal prep, go ahead and type queen in the comments. Go ahead and type queen. And it doesn't look like we have any queens. We want to be able to create queens. So I'm going to ask another question. Next, another question. Who are you the majority of the time? So go back to your book on page 88 and 89, right? Go ahead and go back to your book on page 88 and 89 and identify with who are you most of the time. Who are you? So don't think about who are you perfectly. I want to know who are you most of the time. And then who do you want to become? Who do you want to become? Who are you right now? And then who do you want to become? Some of us may be door dashers and we want to end up being the queen, right? Some of us are backsliding bays and we want to end up, of course, being the queen, right? So who are you the majority of the time and where do you want to go? So give me two of them in your comments. Give me two in the comments. One will be who you are most of the time. The other one would be where you want to end up. And I think all of us want to end up being the queen because we have a system in place. And the system is on autopilot. The system is helping us save money. The system is helping us to see where we have too much of this or too much of that, right? So I want you to speak in truth and power around who you are today and who you plan on being. Because we're going to speak that truth and we're going to speak things that we desire as though they already exist. So Zelda says that she's a PP and she's moving to queen. And hey, I'm with you on that, Zelda. She's a Pinterest Pinterest and she's on her way to being a queen. Amen. Yes, you are. Teresa Farrington says she's a done it all and want to be a queen. You will be. You will be. You will be. And instead of saying want to be, how about we say I will be? I will be. I will be. Right? Cheryl says I'm a done it all and I want to be and I will be the queen. That's right. Honey says I'm backsliding babe, but most of the time and working towards being a queen. Linda is a BB working on the queen. Denise is a PP working on the queen. All right, we got a lot of BBs, the backsliding bays, and that's all right. We got several PPs and we have a few DDs. DZs. Tammy says, if I try to exercise on Sunday, I'm a BB. I'm a backsliding bay. If I put food over fitness, I'm a queen. Well, I hope you always being the queen because maybe our schedule should say on Sundays, I don't work out because it's meal prep day. And that's okay. That's what I do. There are days I do not work out because I need to put that effort into my food because your workout efforts are fruitless if you're eating junk. What's the point of working out? Makes you feel good for the moment, but you ain't losing no fat, right? So we need to be able to prioritize our food first over any fitness. And we also, ladies, another thing that I want to leave y'all with today is we should also be focusing on behaviors and not outcomes. Okay? Behaviors and not outcomes. Can somebody type that in the comments for me? And I'm gonna explain what I mean. A lot of times we are focused on how many pounds did I lose? How many inches did I lose? And we ignore the behaviors. The inches and the pounds and all of that are your outcomes. And many of us ignore the behaviors. We have to be able to focus on our behaviors more than our outcomes. You have to shift your mindset to focus more on, man, I really did meal prep this time. I celebrate me for taking the time to plan my food and caring for myself in that way. Thank you, me. Right? We need to focus on behaviors and not just the outcomes. The outcomes sit there and drive you batty, but you ignore the behavior that you took to actually create a plan, the behavior that you took to actually track your meals, the behavior that you took to actually go to the grocery store, the behaviors of drinking water, the behaviors of going to bed earlier. You're doing all the things, but because the outcome isn't what you wanted, you mad. Do not ignore your behaviors. So just like food is over fitness, we got behaviors over outcomes. Behaviors over outcomes. Please remember that. Please remember that. Especially when we get to Saturday and you're like, oh, I thought it would be more. More what? Because guess what? We cannot control our bodies and when it releases fat. It will happen if you continue to control your what? Behavior. So the outcomes will come if you focus on the behaviors. So many of us can't get weight loss because we're too focused on weight loss and we're not focused on behavior. Focus on your behavior though, and the outcomes will come. Focus on just the outcomes, and you will stop the behaviors if the outcomes don't match what you want. So you gotta prioritize behaviors, not outcomes. Does that make sense? If that makes sense, type a one in the comments. If that makes sense to you, type a one. And if you believe it, type a one. And if you're going to do that, type a one. Believe it and do it, not the outcomes. I hope y'all believe that. Now I want to talk about meal prep styles. So now we talked about who our avatar are, meaning like who am I right now when I am meal prepping? How do I, when I'm thinking about healthy eating, how am I getting the food? How am I prepping my food? That's what we just talked about. Now we want to talk about your actual meal prep style. Like when you are meal prepping, what do you do? What do you do? That's what we're going to talk about today. Thank y'all for sharing that you understood that. I see all the ones. Thank you, honey, and Linda and Varel, Carol, and everybody who typed the one. I'm happy you understood. Now, tonight we're going to talk about meal prep styles. Styles. Somebody in the comments, do me a favor, type styles, because they're different styles. Now, a lot of us think that, oh, I'm just going to sit here all day long and prep all this food, and this is how meal prep goes. No, it does not. We're going to talk about styles. We got different styles. So type styles in the comments for me. Type styles. Now, ladies, I am on page 90 in the book. See, listen, this challenge is just me helping you read the book. A lot of times we read these books and we don't even do nothing with them. They just sit on the shelf. Not my book, not on my watch. I will sell the book and then you going to show up to this challenge and we going to do it, right? My book ain't collecting no dust. We're going to execute it because it's not about collecting your money. It's about watching your transformation. That is what's more important. Watching you transform, watching you have an aha, watching you get off of pills, watching you reverse your diabetes. That is what this is about. So sisters, we got to do the work. And so the work comes with the styles. So let's talk about these styles. Unveil your meal prep style. Your meal prep style is the unique technique that you employ when you dive into the world of food prep. So today we're going to talk about all the different styles and understanding who you are in your meal prep realm and how you approach it will empower you to make lasting positive changes on your sugar detox journey. Like you got to know what you're doing, and then you got to know why you're doing, right? So you know the meals you want to eat and all the things. So let me just get into it. Hold on, let me get into it. So number one, fresh to death. This is a style. This is a style. I'm about to explain it. The fresh to death is on page 90. So the fresh to death diva, let me get her going. If this is you, go ahead and type fresh in the comments. You know the meals you want. You buy the groceries. You cut your veggies. You season your protein, but you don't cook it. You're not cooking it. You like all of your meals fresh. You prep twice a week because uncooked protein only lasts 2 to 3 days. So you got to cook twice a week, right? You don't like eating reheated meals. I'm sorry, you prep twice a week, but you cook daily. You don't like reheated meals, so you cook every day from your prepped protein, from your prepped carbs, from your prepped fats. This divas preps consists merely of making a meal plan, buying her groceries, then cutting her veggies, then seasoning her meat, and then she puts that thing in the refrigerator. So she's organizing everything, she's prepping all the things, but she's not cooking it. This is also meal prep. A lot of you think you got to cook all the foods and stay there all day long and do all the things. No, but you can also just prep the food, season the meat, cut up the vegetables, and organize them in your fridge. So when it's time to eat breakfast, you just grab it and you cook it. So let me ask you, ladies, who is fresh to death? Do I have any fresh to death divas? If I have any, type fresh in the comments. Type fresh. Fresh, fresh, fresh. No fresh divas. Okay, okay. Nobody on the call is fresh. Let me move on to the next one. The next one is go with the flow prep. Go with the flow, aka buffet. Buffet. So the buffet diva, she doesn't know exactly what she wants to eat. She don't know. She makes a loose plan, but she makes her plan like, okay, this week I'm having chicken. This week I'm gonna have ground turkey. I also have some shrimp. Then I'll have some quinoa, some brown rice for sides. And then as I go throughout my week, I am just going to pick a protein and pick a carb, and I'm just going to eat. It's like a buffet style. That is the go with the flow diva. You basically eat what you're feeling like you're eating that day. You do not want to have a specific meal that you're eating for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You want to be able to just have your pick and choose. So I do that sometimes. I will do a buffet style where I will saute some shrimp. I will maybe roast some chicken, and then I will have some shrimp or some other type of carb, some other type of protein, and then I'll have my carbs, then I'll have my veggies. And when it's time to eat, I'll just pick whatever protein I want, pick whatever carb I want, pick whatever veggie I want, and make my meals as I go. This is the go with the flow diva. She likes to go with the flow. She doesn't want to be all specific, right? If you're the go with the flow diva, type flow in the comments or go with the flow in the comments. Do I have any go with the flowers? Teresa is a go with the flow. Cheryl says she likes that one, but she says she's a fresh one. Valerie says she's a go with the flow. Do I have any other go with the flows? So this meal prep is unique. It is a buffet style where you are, like I said, you decide this week I'm just going to eat chicken and shrimp for protein. And then I think I want sweet potato, and you just cook those things separately and you put those things in separate containers. But when it's time to eat, you say, oh, today I think I'm going to go with that shrimp. And I think I'm going to do the sweet potato. Or you might go, oh, I might want them wings I made. Let me pull out the wing. So you are making the meals per day. If you are go with the flow diva, type of flow. Next up, we have the drive-through. The drive-through meal prep. Now, this is an extension of the fresh to death. So this diva is kind of like the fresh to death diva. You know exactly what you're going to eat, and you prep the ingredients, for the exact meals that you're going to cook. And then you add your meals to your meal prep container. You cook them, and then you add them to the meal prep containers. And then you put them in the fridge, and then you grab and go throughout the week. So you have created a drive-through in your kitchen. If you are a drive-through meal prepper where you are like, no, I don't want to do a buffet where I'm just kind of guessing what I'm gonna eat. I know exactly what I'm gonna eat. I'm getting all the exact ingredients, and I'm going to sit here and put them in the containers just so I know my food is already cooked. I don't have any uncooked food, and that I'm grabbing the food that I assigned for that time and eating it. If you are a drive-through prepper, go ahead and type drive-through. That is what many of us are. Cynthia Meeks is, Thomasina is, Honey is, Varel is, Christine is. And sometimes certain weeks, you're different. You don't always have to be assigned to like these certain avatars or these certain types of meal prep. But I want you to realize that meal prep isn't just eating the same thing every day. That's one way. There are other ways. For example, and I know I have another one to get to, but let me just give you this example. If I say I need some new snacks, I need to be able to eat some new snacks. And I go and I say, well, I'm going to do some boiled eggs. I'm going to do boiled eggs with bacon, BLT, and I'm going to put like a little lettuce on it and a little tomato. I'm going to have an egg BLT for snacks. That's going to be my new snack. It's my new snack. And then I go and I just go grab the eggs and boil. Like, you just meal prepped. Now, maybe you didn't meal prep every meal, but you meal prepped your snacks. So when you feel like you're overwhelmed and you just can't do it all, girl, just prep your breakfast. If somebody's feeling stressed even today, I can't get it all done, and you are feeling overwhelmed, don't let it overwhelm you. Just go prep snacks. Just go prep breakfast. Start somewhere, because everybody's not going to start with everything. Some of us just need to start slower, and it's okay to just do breakfast, just do lunch, just do dinner. Choose one meal and just focus on it, because the key is starting. The key is being different than last week. The key is progress. So even if you just grab a protein bar when you used to grab I don't know, a chocolate bar, guess what? Progress, not perfection. So if anybody on the call, is anyone here listening feeling overwhelmed? Type me in the comments. Type me and give us an example. Like, why do you feel overwhelmed? Because we want to be able to help you push past that. Giselle says that I like to make soups or baked meals that can be frozen. That's awesome. Yes, that's great. Most of the meals that we share can be frozen. All the soups, all the chilies, even the muffins, you can freeze those. Easily frozen. Because guess what? You could be your own frozen food section without any nasty preservatives, because you're going to be eating them within the next 2 to 3 months, right? You don't need all that stuff. So what else? What else? What else? What else we got? One and done. One and done. The one and done diva, you don't like planning. You don't like prepping. You don't like cooking. But you know you got to do it. You know you got to do it. So what you do is you pick one meal and you plan and prep it. You plan and prep it only each day. For example, so divas prep their breakfast only for a few days, but nothing else. Just like I just said, right? You may be new to meal prep and you want to start somewhere. You may be on a budget and you can only afford to plan out one meal a day. The one and done diva. Do I have any one and dones? If anybody on the call a one and done diva, go ahead and type a one in the comments. If you are a one and done diva, where you're like, I am at least I like, when I get it done, I at least like to do my breakfast. I'll figure the rest out. Do we have any one and done divas? Because a lot of us are spending so much time on the weekends prepping, and it doesn't have to be that way. A lot of times, ladies, I will be fresh to death and I will just go. Do you realize it is meal prep to go in the grocery store, buy your groceries, come home and just cut stuff up and put it away? Right? That's the fresh to death. You just have your stuff fresh and then you just cook it as you go. You don't have to cook. And also, you can cook as you go. And also, y'all, stop putting all the things together all in one day. Stop creating your meal plan on one day and then creating your list on that same day. And then going to the grocery store on that same day. And then unpacking your groceries on that same day. And then cleaning your veggies and your fruit on that same day. Then cutting them, then cooking, then cleaning up, then putting your food away. Do you see how much work you are doing in one day? Divide that thing up. That's why planning is so important. We assign Fridays as the days that we're going to do meal prep, meal planning. The meal planning is going to be done by Friday. Got to be done by Friday. Then Saturday, we go grocery shopping, and that's it. That's it. Maybe you can go grocery shopping and wash your vegetables or wash your fruit and let them dry. But that's it. Then on Sunday, we prep. So on your calendar, your action calendar, I need you to divide those tasks up. Stop trying to do all the tasks all at once and then talking about, girl, I've been doing this all day and I'm so tired. That's not a badge of honor, though. That's not smart. We talk about smart goals. That's not smart. Right? So, Facebook user, I don't know your name. She says, I meal prep on Saturdays or Sunday, and then I just grab and go all week. I don't like the kitchen and I hate to cook. Well, you're getting it done on Saturday or Sunday. So at least you're getting it done. Sharon says, that used to be me until I started this challenge. Wow. Well, that's great. That's great. Giselle says, I don't know how people eat the same lunch and dinner every day. Well, sometimes we do it, sis. And sometimes when the food is good, I could eat. I'm going to tell you one thing, Giselle. I love air fried salmon so much. I will season the salmon and I will eat it Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Go buy some more salmon and finish eating it Thursday, Friday, Saturday. That's how much I like air fried salmon. Some things just are like that. Some things are like that. Facebook user says, sure isn't a badge of honor. My name is Shannon. Shannon, please give your name to the tool. Eleanor says, I go food shopping on Friday night and start cooking on Sunday. Love your schedule. Love your schedule. So the idea is for us to create our own systematic schedule so that it works for our own calendars. Stop trying to do what you see on Instagram. Stop trying to do what you see on TikTok, where they have all these plates and all. That's not realistic. Your food will spoil and be nasty. Stop that. Cook according to your schedule, according to your budget, according to your lifestyle and what you like. What you like. Do you like to cook every day? Then no, don't do it. Don't be fresh to death. Do you like to reheat food? Then you need to be fresh to death. This is why it's so important to have the conversation about what you like, because guess what? If you don't like what you're doing, you are not going to do it for a long time. You have to find a way to make it enjoyable. Make it enjoyable. That's what we're saying. You got to find a way to make it enjoyable. Katrina says, I love salmon. Girl, it's an addiction. Giselle says, I have salmon twice a week. Girl, I have salmon almost every day, and I have my poor daughter addicted to it too. It's a sad, sad thing. It's an expensive habit. So, your diva assignments, ladies, it is found in your book. It is found on page 82. Is that 8 or 9? 92. I need glasses. And it's to identify your current meal prep avatar and your primary meal prep style. And then assess it. Maybe you want to change. Maybe you heard something tonight that go, oh no, I want to try a different way of doing it. I want to do this a different way. Or maybe the first half of the week, you are a one and done. And then later in the week, you have more time. And then you become more of a fresh to death or a drive-through. It really just depends on your schedule and your availability. One week, you might be one thing, a drive-through diva where you do it all up front. And the next week, you're like, I'm traveling. So I have to. The thing is to make it work for you. Don't just quit because it's hard, right? Don't quit with this. Take a break, but don't quit. Take a break and figure out how I can make it easier, but don't quit. That's the point in today's call, right? Giselle says, what I have for dinner, I have for lunch the next day. That's smart. That's smart. That's absolutely smart. All right, sisters. So we are just about at the end of tonight's call. Want to remind you that this is our last live on Facebook. We will be going to Zoom, but only for the divas who paid. So if you did not pay and you want to continue on, go ahead and be sure you type continue, because maybe you're not going to be able to join this particular challenge, but we do have November coming up. November 1st is Wednesday, and we are going to start a challenge that starts next Sunday. And I am going to do a informational on Wednesday to explain how that challenge works. I'm sorry, on Tuesday, the day of Halloween, to explain how that challenge works. So make sure you type continue in the comments. The phrase of the night, for those of you who are wondering, is food over fitness and behaviors over outcome. And behaviors over outcome. We should be understanding what these terms mean now. We should understand what these terms mean now, right? You should get a badge tonight, the queen of meal prep, because that's who we desire to be. I declare to be the queen of meal prep. And when you post your badge, I want you to type these words. I am mastering meal prep. Today, my meal prep avatar is, and put your avatar, right? And my meal prep type is, put your meal prep type. And then at the bottom, my goal is for my avatar to ultimately be blank by the end of this challenge. I want you to fill that out, sisters, when you post that badge. I'm going to remind you of the verse of the day, to put your outdoor work in first, right? After that, build your house. And you're like, well, how does this apply to what we are doing? Sisters, today was all about planning first, all about doing things in order, figuring out kind of who we are, right? So we have to be sure, like this verse says, that we do what we need to do first. So here we're talking about a farmer who needs to do his outdoor work of, maybe laying seeds and growing the crops so he can have something to put in his barn, his house. You wouldn't make sense for you to build a whole barn if you don't have anything to put it in. Doesn't make sense for us to sit here and just go to the grocery store if we don't have a list, if we don't have a plan. Doesn't make sense for us to say we're going to detox from sugar if we haven't even thought about how we're going to do it, right? So, ladies, we're going to close out in prayer tonight. If you are okay with me closing out in prayer, go ahead and type prayer in the comments, please. Go ahead and type prayer in the comments if you are okay with me closing out. This is the same prayer that I prayed before the challenge. It's also the same prayer that was prayed during the day 2 morning devotion. But I would love for us to close out today with that prayer. Thank y'all so much for typing prayer. So let's go to God, right? Let's go to God. Heavenly Father, we acknowledge that preparation and planning are essential steps in our journey towards better health. Lord, we acknowledge that we have to plan, that we have to prepare. Lord, as we unveil our meal prep styles and our meal prep avatars tonight, we commit our efforts to you, trusting that you will establish our plans. Help us embrace the power of intention and planning as we work towards our goals. Guide us in this journey, oh God, and may our commitment to preparation lead us to the ultimate success. Lord, it's in your name that all the divas say amen in the comments. Amen in the comments. Ladies, listen, don't sleep on preparation. Just like that farmer has to get his fields together before he builds the barn, make sure, my sisters, that you are prepping and planning your foods today. Do not set yourself up for failure for tomorrow morning because you didn't even prep breakfast. And again, it doesn't mean you have to cook it. The girl, make sure you got an egg in there. Make sure you got some veggies in there. Make sure you at least have the ingredients so that when you wake up, you know what you're doing. Don't leave your weight loss, your sugar divorcing to chance. Plan that thing. And we are praying to God for this preparation and planning spirit to hit you because it needs to. That is the key to long lasting, lifelong health, not just weight loss. Planning and preparation is key to life, y'all. If you can't have a house without planning and preparing. You can't have an education without planning and preparing. You can't have kids without planning and preparing. You need to plan and prepare. I mean, you can have all these things, but will it be in the way that you want? It's always better when you plan and prepare. You're giving yourself the best chance to win. So don't think of it as a drudgery type task. No, sis, you setting yourself up. This is how you setting a firm foundation. Before we get off this call, if you guys don't mind, in the comments, type firm foundation because that's what we're building. We are building a firm foundation, sisters. All right. Thank you so much for being here tonight. I really do hope that you learned something new today. Really do hope that you found some inspiration today. Tomorrow, we're going to be talking about healthy habits and how to track our healthy habits. We are going to be on our Zoom call. We're going to get things together. So we're going to be executing tomorrow. We are done with planning. We are into the prepare and execute phase of this thing. Yes, we are making meal prep, sugar detoxing a project. You are the best project you're ever going to work on. So why you half button it? Don't half butt it. Don't do that. Give it your all. Make your meals look good. Give yourself the time you need to prepare. Make the space. Force the space. Cause the space for you to have time to do this. Anything else is an excuse unless you have an emergency. Diva Inga, speaking of which, Diva Inga, who was very active here, has had an emergency and she emailed me, and I just wanted to say a quick prayer for Inga, who is traveling to see her family because of something that's going on. I don't know Inga. I've never met her. She joined just from this challenge, but she took the time to send an email to share that with me. So I just want to say, God help Inga as she travels. I don't know what she has going on. I don't know what her family is going through, but please be her peace. Please be her guide. Please walk with her, God. Give her the strength that she needs because she desires to be healthy, but this issue has popped up. Help her to be the strength that her family needs during this time. Help her to continue to remember that she has to take care of herself first. Inga, if you're listening to this replay, love you, sis. Thank you so much for sending that message. And God bless you and your family. And I hope that you continue to find space for you, even when others need you. You still got to make the space for yourself. Y'all have a great night.